Welcome back to my whatever part series of the Badwolf, and we are on HelpWithMyBank.Gov. So, if this is your first time to my YouTube pad, be ever so kind and hit that bell like subscribe so you get all the notifications. And feel free to support me on my various other outlets on Patreon, James C. Lovett, blacksite32.com. Also on YouTube, the Bad Wolf Media channel, and for other people on Telegram, we are under Bad Wolf Unincorporated. Okay? Thanks. And for those other people who want to take it up a notch, feel free to go to James C. Lovett on YouTube, which is kind of where you're almost at right now-ish, and go to where it says join. You can join the Wolf Pack, where we talk about some other private things that should not be necessarily all shared into the public domain. So thank you for that in advance. No matter what level you pick, you get the information, because that's how we do it. So thank you for those people who choose other than, well, thank you all, anybody and everybody, first of all, but especially to those people over the $1.99 level, because like I said, we only get like 40 or 50% of that. But I'll take $12 a year. So thank you. All right, it all adds up. So moving on. We talked about all that. Okay, so this particular one's going to be about fraud and scams. Any fraud that has happened to you, any scam that has happened to you, all of them, person to person, this and that. All right, you've been ripped off legitimately. Okay, you ordered something that didn't come. You bought something that wasn't what it says. Go to HelpWithMyBank.Gov. HelpWithMyBank.Gov. G-O-V. Okay? Scroll down here where it says fraud and scams. All right? In the upper right-hand corner, it says file a complaint. So, frauds and scams. Now, me personally, happened to me, what was it, 2 years ago now? 2.5. I ordered some tools online and ended up being a fake website. Now, when I didn't hear anything back from them right away, I went online, did my investigation, did a whose IP search, found out where these SOBs live, where they bank. Oh, yes. I'm not going to say that I was a hacker ever, was not. But let's just say that I've got ways of finding out information. Okay? Okay. So I tracked him down. I sent all that information to the FBI, who then did their investigative research. So once again, thank you for the services of the GOV. And that's why I have no problem with them. Well, they work nicely on BS. So use the tools, people. That's what they're there for. Don't trust some of these lower level institutions and, whatever, Get me? Cool. All right. So if you dealt with something where it was forgery, or it's just straight out fraud, identity theft, or a scam, here's where you're going to want to go. Okay? I deposited several checks and money orders that were fraudulent or did not clear. The bank took the money from my checking account, which actually did happen to me 15 years ago, and they closed my account. Yes, depending on your circumstance, you may be held responsible for the entire amount of a fraudulent check or money order. That's wild. That you cash at your bank. And generally, they may close your accounts. Now, I can tell you from a personal experience on this one, is that they might do this, but that does not alleviate the bank of their duties. So what the bank does is they essentially, when you put a fraudulent check in there, and I'm not saying do this, but if it has happened to you, it's one of the reasons why I don't accept checks and money orders and whatever else. They are fronting you sometimes the money in the check because you've had a good history with them. So they say, oh, it's probably good, but you don't know that it's not. How could you know? Very few people can identify a fake from a real. Okay? So if you do get a check and you suspect it, tell the bank right away you suspect this check of possibly being fake or fraud, or it's from over the internet, so you're not sure. Let them know that you not only want to make sure that it has been deposited, but it has cleared. Okay? And even though I had never been scammed before, when this did happen to me, I said these things, and the teller did not say that. So when I went in there to get the money and she gave it to me, she committed a violation. She put the bank in direct harm because I said, I need verification that it has not only deposited, but it has been cleared. What this means is that it can take the bank anywhere from 15 days to 35 days before they send the check out. They verify it with the bank, with the information on the bottom of the check, those routing numbers to that account, that there's actually the funds in the account, or that it's even a real bank or real account. Don't touch the money, the alleged money that has been in there, because you will get a reversal and you will see a negative $3,000 in your account, like I seen. They'll close your account and then they will blacklist you, meaning that, and you think the credit unions, which used to be safe to go to, no, they're almost as dirty as these regular banks now. And they'll say, well, we'll open the account as long as you can get a letter from the bank admitting that it was the bank's fault for the transaction, which it was. But you think the bank is going to give you that? No, they're going to say, well, it's your account, you're responsible for it. But what's interesting is that on the bottom of the checks where you sign your name, that tiny line is not a line, it's microprint, and it says authorized agent. Okay, well, if I'm an authorized agent of Nike and, well, I do something, I'm not responsible. Nike's responsible for it. Just saying. Anyway, so be sure that you make sure those things are in place before you do such things. But if you do these things, you can file a complaint. I was passed a fraudulent cashier's check. I deposited a blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it's, can the Office of Comptroller check my Social Security number for fraudulent activity? No. The OCC does not monitor that, blah, blah, blah. If you have a specific concern, contact your Social Security. Okay. So any and all frauds that you guys have, you're going to want to go and file a complaint here. You're going to want to also contact the FBI and fill out a fraud report there. Let them know what's going on so they can begin their investigation. Now, I will tell you, it ain't going to be fast. It took me about a year to a year and a half before I got even hearing back from them and any resolution. To which case, the FBI sent me a check. They were like, here's your money back. I was like, can I trust your check? So, that's just like at the grocery store. This lady checked my $50 bill and then she gave me like a 20 or whatever else. So I pulled out my counterfeit bill, held it up to the light and checked hers. And she was like, really? And I was like, really? So guys, don't let them play with you too much. All right, so that's about it, guys. I will talk to you later. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, and thank you once again for checking in with your boy. And I will howl at you later. So support in all the ways you can. Share, like, subscribe. It means a lot to me because we're almost at 30,000. So the next big goal will be 40 and then 50. Wow. We'll definitely do 30 for the end of the year. 50, I don't know. That's on you guys. So if you like this, and I see a lot of you guys on TikTok and Facebook and in these Instagrams and other, groups sharing the information. So share it. It's not a problem. If you see anybody using my information in a negative way, slander, so you calling us sovereign citizens or any of that kind of stuff, report them. Okay? So take care of yourselves. I got more stuff to find because you guys seem to like this jazz. So I'll be right back. I'll be back in 2 and 2.